Hi, my name is Carter Dull, and for my Civic movie analysis project in American national government, I chose to do the movie Argo. In the movie, it focuses on the protagonist Tony Mendez, who is played by Ben Affleck. Tony is called on by the military to extract hostages that are stuck in Iran during the revolution of 1979. In the movie, Mendez develops a plan to stage a movie set search in Iran while meeting up with these hostages, training them to act like they are really a part of this movie team, attempting to come back into the US using Canadian passports, and fooling the Iranian guards into letting them leave the country. Through this interesting, unique, and very brave story, it is clear to see that the United States definitely had an influence on Iran, and that is what I'd like to dive into deeper. Finding out more about the influence that the US had on Iran that eventually led up to this hostage situation, along with some of the other problems that it caused. From 1941 up until the Iranian Revolution in 1979, the Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, was supported by the US government. In 1953, the US and the British government joined forces and overthrew the Iranian Prime Minister, Mohammad Mossadegh, through an operation called Operation Ajax. They thought that overthrowing the prime minister would curb the possibility of the loss of power in the government. After two attempts to overthrow the prime minister's government, they succeeded, putting Mohammad Mossadegh into prison. After the prime minister's overthrow, the US helped the Shah, Pahlavi, back into power. The US supported the Shah very heavily, helping the country financially and even helping the nation develop a nuclear energy program. The US helped Iran by giving them a nuclear reactor in the 1960s that is actually still in use up to this day. In 1979, revolutionaries in Iran overthrew the government and the American-supported Shah. The revolutionaries were definitely anti-American because they felt that the Iranian leader was being controlled by the US. The hate towards America increased when the US allowed Pahlavi into the US after the revolution, as the revolutionaries were set on executing him. Because the former Shah was allowed into the US, revolutionaries stormed the US embassy within Iran, which led up to the hostage situation that is prevalent in the movie Argo. Before the revolution in 1979, the US and Iran had a very good relationship in a governmental sense. After the revolution and the hostage situation, the US froze the assistance that it was giving Iran economically, and in the years to come after it, added more regulations regarding trade with Iran, hurting the nation economically even more. This includes the banning of the import of Iranian goods into the US and banning US trade with Iran, which hurt their oil industry. The US also has influenced some European powers to end trade on oil with Iran, hurting the nation even more. To this day, relations between Iran and the nations of the US, UK, Germany, China, Russia, and France are all strained, leading back to the revolution in 1979. Today, people are still concerned with the development of nuclear weapons within Iran, although they claim it is for peaceful reasons. From my main source, the war with Iran, it is clear to see that there is still talk of having military action against Iran to this day. George W. Bush labeled Iran as one of the axis of evil nations within the Middle East. They have seemed to focus on this label and seem to want to change their view of their country within Western nations. Some political scientists say that Iran should focus on furthering their own country instead of worrying about what the West thinks of their country. In conclusion, you can see that the US's interference into the Iranian government has had some definite downsides, even continuing conflict to this day. Going into another country and trying to assist them in their operation doesn't always go as planned, as I feel the film Argo shows very well. The idea that the US is willing to assist another country is both a strength and weakness of the government, as their plan may not end up as they originally thought. I hope you enjoyed my Civic movie analysis project, and thank you for watching.